we go. So, actually, I changed the title, so that's my bad. Recruiter as heroine villain. And that's a important consideration because I'm coming from the standpoint of how the talent pool views talent acquisition. So within a few minutes of conversation, they need to know if they can trust you or not. And there's a typically lost in the talent acquisition process because a larger cultural narrative that is going on is to how they view that. So does the workforce have a mistrust of the recruiting and talent acquisition process? Absolutely. They do. And there's, unfortunately, more social media that's negative about recruiting than there is positive. But some of that is the result of just a general worldview of a mistrust of processes in general. So it's important that you understand, as you walk through the fog of culture, you can't help but breathe in this. So the fog of culture you're walking through is the culture that the candidate pool lives in. So they're immediately threatened when they hear talent acquisition or something, or if they're being recruited. And there's some normal human responses to that. 1, 2, 3. So that's typically, it's addressed in literature. When you feel threatened, you turn to a hero. So literature is full of heroes and villains and stories of that, what goes on. Some typical heroes are Harry Potter and Wonder Woman. I have my own old Western style heroes I go to on TV. It's Walt Whitmire and John Reese from Person of Interest. So, in 1968, Robert Kaufman identified the victim triangle. This is a normal human thing. So, you feel threatened, you're the victim. So then you immediately look for a villain that's causing you that discomfort. So fear of a victim is anybody who feels things out of control. So you immediately seek a villain that's causing you that stress. And then you seek out a hero to save you, in this case, Captain Marvel. So fast forward to the talent acquisition process. Most processes leave the applicants feeling like a victim. I was having a conversation with somebody just earlier that I sent my resume in on an applicant tracking system. I did get a call back in 30 minutes on the victim. Somebody doesn't like me, something's going on. So you have the applicants tend to feel like victims. So they reach out, they are looking for someone to blame for that. Why did I not get a call back? Why did I not get the job? And so I'll explain the evil people later in a minute on another slide. So they look for someone to say, I'm not being treated fairly, or this process sucks, quite honestly. And unfortunately, in seeking resolution, they go to the federal government, which enacts laws, which even makes it harder for you to find good talent. Even worse, you go to a LinkedIn expert. Last week was mentioning Starbucks, and all of a sudden now they're telling you how to negotiate, find a job. So this results in victimhood chic. For those of you who are thought leaders, look up Mark Manson. It spans generations. It spans social things. Everybody wants to. So the evil part of it, applicant tracking systems, predictive analytics, sourcing, misguided KPIs are the villain in talent acquisition. And time doesn't permit, but I could walk down all 4 of those and tell you horror stories about the doesn't resort in the best town. You add on fake news, people needing clickbait, so they tell you all about all their negative experiences in talent acquisition. So, does your talent acquisition process treat you as a villain, and did that lead candidates wanting to take a shower after they talk to you? Okay, that's the question you guys at home and ask. I can't speak that. That's the feedback I get from people that I talk to throughout the week. The recruiter is a hero when the process leaves the candidate wanting the job, in this case checking into a $400 night hotel. So you have the option to choose that. Another, perhaps peeling back at the self-awareness onion you might do is, the villain is a mercenary, just in it for the money and making the placement. That goes back to the bogus KPIs recruiters are under. And the hero is a missionary, someone who's making a win-win and willing to delay the hiring process for 30 days. This is what success looks like. A guy I never placed, $600 grand a year guy, never placed him, but he liked the way he was treated in the process. buys me, learned a lot about the Scotch, takes me to Spiga, for the North Scottsdale people, and he gets to meet Fernando and his wife, so thank you.